are Elisa and Jason from EECC Travels, and we are back with Cruise Q&A Part 2. So, sorry we missed you guys last week. A lot of things going on, but we're getting caught up with our Q&A videos, so this is Part 2 of all of your cruise Q&A questions.
That's right.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, this question is from Lisa Hagens. How does the dine anytime work? Do you just show up when you're ready to eat and wait like a regular restaurant? Any tips for anytime diners?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. You just show up when anytime between...
It's just that.
Yeah, anytime between that time frame. You just go in, you say, I have a party of 3 or a party of 6, and they will seat you.
If there's tables available, they'll go ahead and seat you. We've really never had to wait.
No, we never had to wait.
I think maybe no longer than 5 minutes. Most of the time, you can go right on in. If you do wait, it's typically not very long at all.
Right.
Most of the time, you're waiting for all of your party to get with you anyway.
Yeah, and that is one thing. So if you have, like the last cruise we did, where we did anytime dining, there were like 9 or 10 of us. You have to have all 9 or 10 of you right there to be able to get a table for that size. So you can't have 2 people walk up and say, oh, I need a table for 10. They're going to say no.
Definitely want to do it that way.
Okay, question number 2. This is from Marty Morris. Me and my wife have a cruise scheduled for November on the Carnival Vista. Do you know if there is a chance for an upgrade? It's going to be our 21st anniversary and her birthday, and so I'd like it to be special. The upgrade ferry is random. Yes, there is a chance for an upgrade. Calling and asking for an upgrade, sometimes if there's something available, they will see if they can bump you up. It's not necessarily going to be a free upgrade, but there are sometimes, depends on how full your sailing is. If your sailing is full, no, you're not going to get an upgrade. But if you're sailing at a time of year, this is November, as long as it's not Thanksgiving week, there's a chance. And I suggest just calling, talk to your travel agent or directly with the cruise line and say, hey, I'm looking to see if there's a possible upgrade, and there is a chance. And sometimes you'll just randomly get an email or a call telling you that there's an upgrade available, and it'll be such and such dollars to upgrade your cabin. And it's usually a much reduced rate than you would have paid if you would have booked that cabin to begin with. So yeah, there's definitely a chance.
That's right.
We looked up and got an upgrade this last year, so it can but that was our first time. So
thanks for your question, Marty. This question is from Melanie. Out of all the cruises you have been on so far, which ship is your favorite? We've been asked this a bunch of times. That's a typical question. And Melanie, to answer your question, my favorite ship is the Breeze.
The Breeze, yep.
It's got all my favorite things of all my favorite ships all combined into that ship, the Breeze. It's got the big waterworks. It's got the Red Frog, the big Red Frog pub like the Magic has on the promenade deck. It's got all the 2.0 upgrades with the Blue Iguana Cantina. It's got the Guy's Burgers. It's got the
Pig and Anchor.
So it's got all those things that we like on that one ship. So that's definitely my pick.
Yeah, and it has the bonsai sushi, which we
that's right.
decided we really like bonsai sushi.
We ate there one time, and it is phenomenal. And it's cheap.
No, the rolls were like $5 and $8 for a whole roll.
And you can get sake if you want sake. That costs a little extra, but it's a nice dining experience. And the sushi,
was really good.
Was phenomenal.
And I'm not a sushi
and it's really filling. I mean, it's a full roll.
Yeah.
And it's packed with meat. I think I got the spicy tuna, and it was awesome. Highly recommend that. So definitely, the Breeze is my #1 ship so far that I've been on.
Yeah. Okay, we have 2 people that asked a similar question, so I'm going to group these together. Montana Swigger, I hope I said that right. In January of next year, we're going on the Carnival Fantasy. Have you ever been on there? I've read bad reviews. Also, we have a little girl that will be 20 months old when we go. Any tips for packing or places we can take her? And then we had a similar question. Micah Jowers asked, going on a cruise in November this year with a 14-month-old. Do you have any tips for cruising with a toddler? I'm a seasoned cruiser, just not with a baby. Okay, so first of all, on the Fantasy. The Fantasy is an older Carnival ship. but it has been redone and it's got mixed reviews. Some people absolutely love it. Some people will say it is their favorite class of ship because it's more quaint and compact and you don't feel so overwhelmed by the big ship. Some people who are used to the bigger ship don't like the fantasy class because it is smaller. I always say don't go on people's reviews.
See for yourself.
See for yourself. Because I've heard bad reviews on certain things and then going there and I'm like, I love this. Why are people talking bad about
Different
this?
strokes for different
Absolutely.
folks. Go see it. Be curious. Go experience for yourself. I mean, our first ship we sailed on was the Triumph, and it's a smaller class ship than the Breeze and the Magic and all those, and kind of the middle size.
Yeah.
And we had a ball on it.
And also the Triumph had just like the year before had that terrible cruise where a fire caught, people were stranded, it was a bad deal, and everybody's like, no, don't ever cruise on the Triumph. It's terrible, but we had a great experience.
The biggest difference I saw was the Lido deck. It's hard to beat the bigger ship's Lido deck. Okay, with the waterworks and the big pool in the center and all that space to walk around. The Lido deck's the biggest difference that I could see. But once you get anywhere else in the ship, you really don't feel like you're on a smaller ship.
You really don't.
Everything kind of feels the same.
Yeah, because even though we say it's a smaller ship, these are big ships.
Yeah, you really don't feel it,
No.
you know.
No. Okay, as far as tips for a toddler, I will be honest, we did not start cruising until our kids were older, but we did travel with the boys when they were little. The best tips I can say is keep their schedule as close to normal as possible. If they have a 3 o'clock nap time, try and give them that 3 o'clock nap time. If they like certain snacks, bring those snacks with you. If they go to bed at a certain time, try and get them in bed at a certain time. Just keep their schedule as close to normal, and then they won't be thrown off by being on vacation, and they'll have a better experience, and then you, mom and dad, will have a better experience.
Absolutely.
That's the only tip I can really give, but I hope it helps.
Keep them rested, keep them fed on schedule. Okay, this question is from Amy Patterson, Shackelford. We are going on our first ever cruise in April 2019. Any ideas on what excursions are a must? All we have booked so far is in Cozumel. What's the itinerary? Let's see. Belize, Costa Maya, Roatan. Okay. Belize. I will definitely recommend, and she knows what I'm going to say, you definitely want to do, I would recommend the cave tubing and the zip lining.
That's incredible.
That's fun.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
You know, Belize, it can be a little overwhelming at first because you got to tender in. You got such a long tender, but tender in, go to your spot, get on the bus, and once you get on that bus, you can kind of relax. And you get a guide, and they take you all through the city and tell you all kind of nice history about the city, and then take you on up into the mountains, and it's just a really cool bus ride. It's informative and it's fun. The cave tubing was just magnificently gorgeous. The zip lining it's really something to experience, and then we had a ball doing it.
Oh yeah, one of the best excursions we've ever done.
Yeah, I highly recommend that you do that. It's the cave tubing and zip lining in Belize would be my number one pick that we've experienced so far.
Oh.
And we've had some good ones.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Now, Costa Maya, we've never been to Costa Maya. We're actually going there in November for the first time.
Looking forward to that.
So we haven't booked an excursion there yet, so no tips there. Roatan, we like to take our Roatan port, and we actually just had a video on it this week, and just go to the beach.
Yeah.
Mahogany Bay offers a free beach. You walk off the ship, walk to the beach, and you can spend the whole day there. And it won't cost you anything. If you want food or drink, you have to pay for that.
And they have zip lining there. We've never done it, but they have a zip line a deck there. They have two or three, four different bars. They got a great beach. They got a little swimming pier that goes out. You can rent some snorkel gear, and they have it all contained for you, and you can get out there and snorkel. You can rent the kayaks, and you can rent the paddle boats. It's everything you need right there, plus all the shopping.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful, and it's very relaxing, and you know that there's no hustle and bustle about it. You know you can leisurely walk onto the ship. You don't have to worry about time or anything like that. We've never done an excursion there. We've just done that, but we recommend that.
Yeah, that's what we recommend. And this past year, we thought about doing an excursion, and then we just took a step back and said, you know, we really just enjoyed that beach. I think we should do that again. And it was a good decision because after being in Belize and that was go, 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 we didn't get back until the very end of our day. We needed that relaxing day at the beach next. So
yeah, for us, we don't try to do too much on a cruise because we've done that before. We've done excursions at all 3 ports, and it's not conducive for us and what we like. We like a little downtime, a little chill time, but we always try to get 1 or 2 if we got a 3-port cruise.
Yeah. Okay, we have another 2-part question here. Paige Berlin asked, have you ever considered doing a different cruise line? And William Mueller asked, are you going to do a Disney cruise Royal Caribbean NCL? The answer is yes. We are booked on the Norwegian Breakaway in November of this year.
Coming up.
We are definitely going to cruise Royal Caribbean, hopefully next year. Actually, we just watched a video yesterday about the Ovation of the Seas in Alaska. It's not booked,
but...
Let
me tell y'all, y'all get a chance, you're on YouTube, search that ship, Ovation of the Seas, Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
It is crazy cool.
Jim Zimmern just did a really awesome video showing all the perks of the Ovation and why that ship is perfect for Alaska. And let me tell you, that video sold me.
Yeah, they set the bar with that ship. The theater is just, I mean, it's incredible. I don't know the word to describe it. It's so futuristic and so ahead of our time. I mean, they're really technology is really advanced on that ship.
Yeah, it's a quantum class, so it's got the northern eye or northern whatever, the little thing that comes up and
your ball you get in and it goes up on like a boom, and it kind of goes around and gives you a 360-degree view, and it is beautiful. I don't know how high it goes up, but it's really cool. What else did it have that was real cool? They have
the windows. Oh my God, they have these huge floor-to-ceiling windows at the front and the back of the ship, and it's climate controlled. So if you're going to Alaska and it's cold outside,
they call it the solarium.
Yeah, there's solariums on the front, and then they had an area at the back
with the taller windows. That's right.
And then at the back, those windows turn into a projection show at night. I mean, it's just a cool.
And then they have this big old huge area that. Some parts of the day it's a basketball court. Some parts of the day they turn it into a skating rink. Some parts of the day they They do bumper cars.
Yeah.
Or gymnastics. Mm-hmm. And it goes on and on. It's just so many things to do. And what was one of the really cool things that they did on? Oh, it had a robot bar.
Oh yeah.
But it had robots.
The bionic bar.
The bionic bar would make your drinks, and they would pick them up and shake them. And there's 2 robots sitting here doing. And the drinks, all the drinks are hanging upside down above their head, and they would pick what they want, mix it for you, and serve it to you.
I can tell you that's the absolute first place Jason will stop on that ship.
That's crazy.
He's got to try the bionic bar.
She's right.
Yeah, but so yes, Royal Caribbean is in our future.
Well,
no, they won't have Geisberger.
Shit. Okay, I'm not going on that ship.
He's terrible. The other one you asked about was Disney. Maybe one day. Disney's very expensive. Would we love to cruise Disney? Absolutely. You know I'm a huge Disney nut, so that whenever we first looked into a cruise, that was what I wanted to do. But then when I priced Disney, after I recovered from my heart attack of the pricing, we decided on Carnival, and we love Carnival. It's perfect for our family. But yeah, one day we would like to cruise Disney. I'm keeping an eye on rates, and if they ever get in the reasonable range, then yeah, we'll go on Disney.
This question is from Michelle Osborne. My question is, do you know when hurricane season is? And yes, we do, Michelle. It is from June to November. So.
And it usually will peak in August, September.
Yeah.
The good part of that is you can usually get good cruise rates in that time of year because so many people are afraid to cruise during peak hurricane season, so you can get some really good rates. But if you're going to cruise during that time, make sure you have travel insurance, because there were some nightmares that happened last year with some cruises getting delayed and canceled. And have travel insurance. That's all I gotta say. Okay, my turn. This question is from Pamela Thomas. Number 1, why doesn't your daughter Emily cruise with you? Number 2, what type of shuttle service can I take if I fly into Houston so I can go to Galveston the day before the cruise? How are the hotels there? Number 1, Emily is grown and has 2 little kids. So her and her family have decided they vacation separate. Her boyfriend, what do you call him, boyfriend or husband?
Yeah, they've been together for a long time, got a house, and they do real well. But they're not married.
No, but Chad has 0 desire in cruising.
Yeah.
So until he wants to cruise,
He's more into staycations, if you get my drift.
yeah. Pamela, I don't know about the shuttle service, but I will try and do a little bit of research and get with you on this side, because we always drive to Galveston. We've never had to fly into Houston. I will say, we talked about on our last video that we don't stay in Galveston because it's so expensive, and many people have said stay in Houston or stay outside of Galveston, not on the island, and you can get much, much better hotel rates.
Yeah. So we don't want to give you any information that we really aren't comfortable with giving.
Right. I will find out the answer and I'll get with you.
This next question is from Pat Alley. My question is, does Carnival have turkey bacon available? I don't know. I'm really not sure. I've never seen it, or I've never ordered it. I've never seen it on any menus or anything. So I really, honestly don't know. Do you?
I don't eat bacon at all. Jason eats straight up regular bacon. I do think I remember seeing it on the brunch menu.
It feels like I remember seeing it somewhere or hearing about it. I would guess that they do, because they're trying to cater to all different types of.
You can pretty much get any kind of food you want. Yeah. There's sausage. I mean, you can go to breakfast and get ham, sausage, bacon. I mean, there's every kind of meat available. So I'm pretty darn sure turkey bacon is available.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Scrapbook Mama asked, what do you...
Scrapbook Mama.
Scrapbook Mama. I like that name.
It's a groovy name.
What do you think is the calmest Carnival ship? We have only been on Royal Caribbean, going on our 2nd cruise in October. We want to try Carnival, but we are lazy old people that want to take it easy. Thanks, Cindy.
I can relate to that.
Every cruise is going to have areas that are party, more fun atmosphere, and every cruise ship is going to have quiet areas. Mm-hmm. So if you want that more fun atmosphere, you're going to find that around the pool deck, in the nightclubs and things like that. If you want that more laid-back environment, there's plenty of spaces for that. Carnival's always got 2 pools, and so one is going to be a more quiet pool and one is going to be the more active pool. There's the Serenity area, which is the adult-only area.
That's very calm and peaceful.
Oh yeah, it's very
That's probably
nice
one
there.
of the most calmest and peaceful areas that I've experienced. I like to be around a lot of activity, but there's also times where I want to get away from it. Mm-hmm. And if I want to get away from it, that's where we'll go. And it's very quiet.
Yeah. And even like the promenade, for instance, the promenade, you think, oh, there's so much going on the promenade.
Oceanside.
But there's like the casino is going to be a more happening area, but then there's going to be, if you go sit in like the atrium, they normally have some nice relaxing music. They'll have either like an acoustic set playing or the steel drums, and you can just sit there and relax. So I'm going to say any cruise ship you choose, you're going to be able to find that quiet area you're looking for.
All right, this question is from Shelly Maroney Simmons. Have you sailed on a Carnival ship that your sail and sign card is in your box at your cabin? How do you feel about it, good or bad?
Yes. When we were on the breeze this time, we got on the ship, we walked to our cabins, and right in the mailbox was an envelope that was sealed, and it had our cards in it. We had no problem with it at all.
No problem with it at all. For us, it felt good.
But it made the check-in a lot easier. I was curious of how it was going to work before we got on the ship, but once we got on the ship, watched how it went and got our cards, it was no big deal. And it, like I said, it makes it go faster, so I'm all for that. This question is from Stephanie M. How do you know what's safe and what's not to eat and drink in ports? There's multiple questions, so let's answer that first. We have never had a problem eating or drinking anything in port. Now, of course, you don't want to drink the water,
or the ice.
Right, but a lot of places, especially if
In
you
Mexico.
if you go to one of these all-inclusive resorts, they have filtered water that they use to make the ice. If they serve you water, it's going to be bottled water. So we've never had any kind of problems ordering food or drinks. We've, except that one time in Progresso where you drank the red tequila, but that was just a bad decision.
Well, before I had the red tequila, we went and had a margarita that had the ice in it, and
I didn't get sick though.
she didn't get sick, but
What
something made me sick.
It was the red
But I'm going to
tequila.
tell you that I would rather be safe than sorry. Drink the bottled water when you're at port.
Absolutely.
Just, don't chance it. Just drink bottled water, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. As far as the food, try the food. The local food is amazing.
Yeah, food on the other hand, definitely try it. It's awesome.
I've talked to so many cruisers, seasoned cruisers that have cruised for years, and they refuse to eat any food in port. They are missing out.
The best way to
so
experience
much.
culture is through
It's through food.
I mean, really.
Yeah. Try the food.
Yeah.
Okay, part 2 of this question. Can I take food off the cruise ship to eat in port on long excursion days? If not, can I bring snacks in my suitcase to tide me over? The only thing you're really going to be able to bring off the ship is maybe some fruit, bananas, apples, oranges, that kind of thing, and those little boxes of cereal. Other than that, there's nothing that's portable that you can bring off the ship. We always bring a little Ziploc bag of granola bars in our backpack in case we get
In
hungry.
Mexico, I remember in Cozumel they were confiscating people's bananas.
That is true. Some ports will not allow you to bring fruit in. Some will, some won't. I probably wouldn't try the fruit, but
Don't do the fruit.
nah. The little boxes of cereal are fine.
Yeah.
We've done that before, and
I don't know why they would confiscate fruit. Maybe they think there's cocaine in it.
I don't know.
Or contraband of some sort.
I don't know.
In your banana.
In your banana. Yeah, you've got bad stuff.
But I saw somebody
That is
getting
true.
a banana confiscated.
That
and I
is
was
true.
like,
I do remember that.
yeah. I thought that was
Craziness.
strange.
Yeah.
But we had a bag full of snacks in our bag. We went right through, but they were like
Granola bars.
dry snacks, beef
Yep.
jerky, things of that
Oh,
nature.
yeah, beef jerky. That's a good idea.
So I would say, in our experience, bring beef jerky, some granola dry snacks, maybe not fruit.
Sealed and pre-packaged.
Yeah.
I think that's really the key of getting
Yeah.
in and out of port. Okay, how difficult is it to get on and off the ship while in port? It's super easy. You're going to use your sail and sign card. When you walk off the card, they scan. When you walk off the ship, they scan your card. When you come back on the ship, you
Same
scan
thing.
your card. All adults 18 and over do need to bring their picture ID into port. We've never been asked for our picture ID getting back on the ship, but I would hate to not have it and need it, so bring your picture ID. Last part of this question, how do you know which lounge chairs are free to lounge in on the beaches and which ones need to be paid for? There will be an attendant next to the ones that you need to pay for, and they will ask for money as soon as you sit in them.
And even if you don't see one and you do sit in them, you will see one soon.
They will be